at Jai, we're here to support parents to rewire their emotional patterns, not just their routines. Routines are really important when it comes to parenting, but if we haven't addressed reactivity or emotional suppression or fear of big feelings in children, routines aren't really going to matter that much. And so a lot of what we do here is to model what it looks like for all emotions to be safe, to help people understand that every emotion has value. It's a way that moves us forward in the world into action. And that is going to make routines a lot more effective over time. Parents' dysregulation isn't a moral failing, it's a physiological response. I can remember how easy it is to jump into self-recrimination as a parent. Of course it is. We want to show up differently. And so that's why this work is so important, because as we start to learn the underlying mechanisms, what's happening in the brain when we become dysregulated, what's happening in the nervous system, we actually become a lot more self-compassionate. And that's the only place that we can make real change from. I used to talk a lot about Tai Chi, right? So in that kind of martial art, you go with the force and there's less like fighting against yourself. So when we understand the physiology of our reactivity, that's when we can start to build the support systems that allow us to move forward in a very different way. The truth is, the real breakthrough usually happens in the parent, not the child. It's funny because most parents are going to reach out to our coaches for help because they perceive that their child has a problem. And of course we get that. That's what keeps every parent up at night, myself included. What we have learned over the last 15 years of training parent coaches is that when parents do the work of personal growth and transformation, when their reactivity shifts, when they learn to listen and communicate using the language of feelings and needs instead of the language of blame and shame, children's behavior quite often resolves without us doing a whole lot of intervention for the child at all. Kids learn from who we are. And so as we work with our parent clients, they will often say around week 3 or 4 of working with us, oh my gosh, it's a miracle. They're not slamming the door anymore. They're coming to the dinner table, but it's not magic. It's just humaning.